and welcome to the virtual groom room. My name is Jack, your host, and today I am bringing you another shaving video. And I'm going to be giving you my impressions of Southern Witchcrafts in collaboration with Australian Private Reserve, and this is Gravefruit. This is in a base I thoroughly enjoy. For anyone that has watched me use Southern Witchcrafts before, you've probably seen that I really enjoy the base and I end up lathering forever. But this is a really good base and something I thoroughly enjoy using. So that was the biggest encouragement behind picking it up. With Australian Private Reserve making the scent, to me it's a no-brainer. So the scent on this. The scent is called Gravefruit. Now, Gravefruit, I think, ties it in with the theme of Southern Witchcrafts. They tend to have darker themes, darker scents. What I get from this is a whole lot of grapefruit. There's a lot of grapefruit in this. That generally, when there's citrus notes in soap, they are some of the most prominent. So I get grapefruit, a slight woodiness, and a hint of florals. It is a nice scent, but for anyone that watches my channel regularly, you know I don't absolutely love citrus. I don't dislike citrus. I don't think there's anyone that does, but it's not something that I will always gravitate towards. I like it, but I don't love it. It's basically the way I would say it. It's nice, but it's the sort of thing that I could go without, if you understand what I mean. But overall, like if you're a citrus head, you're guaranteed to like this, in my opinion. The woods and the florals make it interesting for me. For me, if the woods and the florals weren't there, it really wouldn't be the sort of thing I would use regularly, but I would consider using it in the summer months, mainly because of the presence of those. So we're going to use that today. We're going to give that soap a good go. Our razor is going to be our, let's turn that around because you can't see, Jack, you moron. This is the Henckels Friodur 472. Stainless steel blade, and apart from the carbon steel. I like this blade. I like the sound of the blade. I like the feeling of the stainless steel against my skin. Some people prefer the carbon steel, even the San Mai. I do like the stainless steel. Carbon steel is probably my favorite face fill, but yeah, looking forward to using that. We're also going to go back to the Varlet. I've fallen in love with this thing. To the point where I'm considering buying another one. So yes, we're going to use that. Let's get a good load on this, and let's see if the soap changes any when we actually lather this stuff up. So yeah, I can't remember how much this set retailed for. I'll put all the info in the description like I always do. I put a pretty extensive write-up in the description if you've never seen it. It's something I put a decent amount of effort in, so if you ever misunderstand me or something in the video, there's generally a good synopsis, or at least an explanation as to what I meant in the video, or in the description, sorry. So the grapefruit's very prominent in this, and I can see why CDB loved it so much, because he's definitely one of those citrus heads. I mean, it is a pleasant scent. Do not get that twisted, but it's not the sort of scent that I tend to gravitate towards. Oh wow, the grapefruit is very prominent. It's not like, it is a pleasurable scent. You can't say it's not, but it's the sort of thing for me that, I mean, this is a good summer scent. I can't deny that, but you know what it's like. Just getting the face wet here, and then we'll get to lathering up. It's funny actually with this soap base. It doesn't require lots of work, but it's the sort of soap base that I find myself lathering forever, and I'm not quite sure why that is. I think it's just because it's fun to use. I get quite a bit more of the florals actually. I think it's magnolia they use. I get a bit more of the florals when kind of like lathering, or at least once it's been loaded / lathered. Yeah, that's coming out a bit more now. The woodiness and the florals for me, which is obviously preferable. Okay, this is some pasty ass lather, so we're gonna be here for a while, guys. You know how it is. You know how it is. CDB did a good kind of like impressions video on this. So I suggest if you are trying to be honest, I don't know if this is sold out. It might be sold out. Magard's sold out. I got mine from the Razor Company. The other stockist of APR. Yeah, this is gonna take a heap of water. I can tell you already. I'm just gonna keep this nerdy squirt bottle in my hand. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of water. Seems to be coming together though. Man. This soap base, I can't explain what it is. And as I said at the start, it's one of those soap bases that I find myself just playing with. It seems to be a very diverse kind of use case for me, where it's kind of easy to, it's not difficult to dial in by any means. It's actually pretty easy, but it's very multi-use. You can kind of dial in the lather to what you like. Some soaps you need to use in a specific way. The Southern Witchcrafts base definitely isn't one of those. And I really actually enjoy it. I'd probably go as far as to say it's kind of like top 3 vegan soap bases for me. Yeah, it's coming together now. Still needs a lot more water, but it's coming together. At least the texture is. Put a bit more in. Here we go. The scent's definitely opened up a bit more. It's not quite as kind of dominated by grapefruit as it was. So I'm liking it a lot more on the face, which is fantastic. I think the chief will thoroughly enjoy this actually. Because he tends to like citrusy, he likes bright scents, as my tribute video said. This is a wonderful base, man. Yeah, I think I've got the volume down. Let's start painting in some water. We are using a straight, which for me requires a slightly different style of lather. Okay. There we go. Just gradually painting some water. I've never used this soap base with a straight razor, so we'll see how it performs in that regard, shall we? Yeah, this is coming together really nicely. Wow. I don't know if I've told you, but I love this brush. I actually think we're good here. tiny bit more water on the neck and on the face. Beautiful lather. What do you guys think? I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get the flow through. Just loads of lather. Lather everywhere. It's pretty standard though, for me. Yeah, the scent is much nicer on the face. The florals have opened up, the woodiness has opened up. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. This is a dense ass soap. Very, very good soap. Right. Let's get to shaving, shall we? Henckels Friodur, 472. Very easy. To be honest, I've used this soap base a few times now, and it just is very easy to use. Wow. No problem at all with residual slickness, kind of as I would expect. It's funny because I generally use larger blades, I generally use larger blades, and even adopting my kind of like larger blade technique with this, I really don't see an issue. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I like to do is I like to keep the blade moving, because I find doing that, you just use the momentum of the heavier grind. That's something I picked up from Triska, and it's helped me a lot actually. Let's do the stash. I love the way this razor shaves, guys. I'm just gonna put this down there. Let's get the face wet. I know, but lather up past two. I'm very impressed by the soap, honestly. Like it, I know it's good because I've used it quite a bit. It's very easy to dial in. And look, you see me lathering for ages. You don't need to do that with this. But that's what I do. Wow, fucking awesome. Excuse my French, but wow. Phenomenal, fantastically phenomenal. Very, very good. Okay. Spectacular face fill. Jesus Christ. We're going to add a little bit more water because I think we can get away with it. Not that the first pass lather was dry. The first pass lather was actually how I want it hydrated, but I don't think we're going to lose anything by adding more water, so that's what we're going to do. This is a ridiculously good knot, I have to say. Like, pleasure to use. So all I'm doing is squirting a bit of water onto like the surface of the brush here, and then just paint it a bit more water. There we go. Excellent. So clean off the razor a bit. Cool. Okay, let's go cross grain. Super easy, guys. This soap is really nice to use. I've liked this soap for a pretty damn long time as well. Excellent. Can't grip my ear. It's so slippery, I can't grip my ear. What do you do in this situation? The thing I do like about this, the fact that it's stainless steel, is you can wash it with water and have no water spots, which is awesome. Excellent. Okay, let's do kind of like a small cleanup pass. Happy with that shade? I'm going to go upwards here. Nice scent, actually. It's changed quite a bit. Awesome. Okay, I think we're good. Let me get all of this in the brush. Loads of it, as you can see. Get that on the face. Clean up the gear. And I'll see you guys at the post-shave. And the final thoughts. See you soon. Hey guys, post-shave time. Face feel is really nice, actually. No tightness, nothing. We're going to use the matching splash here. Let me see what ingredients are in this. Witch hazel, water, aloe gel, polysorbate 20, fragrance, glycerine, and vitamin E. Some decent kind of like face fill, skin food ingredients. Not a lot. This is a witch hazel based splash, which means I'm gonna like it more than most. Whoa, that's super potent. Something I noticed already is it's quite greasy. Very similar to what's it called? Purely Skinful. And I think that's because of a lot of glycerin, frankly. We'll see how that develops. I'll put a write-up in the description below, and I'll tell you kind of what the splash did over time. But to me, at the moment, that appears to be quite greasy. Okay, let's do a recap of what I used today, and I'll let you guys get on with your day. So, Southern Witchcrafts in collaboration with Australian Private Reserve Gravefruit. What would I say? Initially, it came to me as very grapefruit forward, which I wasn't obsessed with, to say the least. But overall, the scent is nice. Once I lathered, the florals and the woodiness opened up quite a bit, and that is much more aligned with my preferences. If you are a citrus head, I still think you're gonna absolutely love this, because it is grapefruit forward ultimately. It's not just your straightforward grapefruit scent. It's a bit more nuanced than that, which is what my preference is. Would I keep it? I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna use it a couple more times and see exactly how I feel. My brush, once again, the Varlet Gaslamp. I absolutely love this thing, and like I said at the beginning, I'm considering buying another one. My razor is my Henckels Friodur 472. I believe this is a 6 or 7/8. One of my favorite razors, honestly. Just how it shaves, it's ease of use. I'm actually considering using that as a travel razor. It's stainless steel, it doesn't rust. I think it would be really useful in that case. And my post-shave product of today was the matching splash by Southern Witchcrafts. This is a witch hazel based splash. There's no alcohol burn. It seems to have dried down a bit now and isn't as greasy as it was, but as I said, I will leave a kind of like a small write-up of the post-shave performance in the description below. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. I am going to be doing the competition draw in the next few days, so keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to be announcing a live for that, so we're going to do we're going to do a YouTube live to announce that. I think that would be the fun way of doing it. I appreciate you guys coming and stopping by. What I'd like to ask you though is, have you used anything else by Southern Witchcrafts? I've used quite a few of their soaps, and I've been consistently impressed with the performance of the soap base. Their scents haven't always been my thing, but the soap base for me is unquestionably good. So what do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've enjoyed the video today by either giving it a thumb up. If you've disliked it, give it a thumb down. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement, and tell me why. Always remember to do that. But yeah, my name is Jack, your host from the Virtual Groom Room. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day, and goodbye for now.